of. And there's a number of, I've really collected a number of books through the years, and so I wanted to show you some of these. Most of these are usual, well, some of the times they're out and sometimes they're put away for Day of the Dead. But here's one called Images of Death in Mexican Prints. And if you see, and this book is just a treasure, but from the reading from this week, we read about Posada and La Catrina and the political aspects of the Mexican Revolution and how La Catrina, what she came to represent as far as politically. And so this whole book really follows the Posada and La Catrina and during the Mexican Revolution, what this came to symbolize and what this came to portray. Here's La Catrina right there. You'll see here's what Loris did with a little purse, the little bolsa. But I just wanted to share in case some of you, I think some of you even mentioned that you have some of these books, so perhaps you'll find some other treasures here. Here is another, as I mentioned, Frida Kahlo is frequently included with Day of the Dead. This is a wonderful autobiography of hers. This book, actually I turned my house upside down trying to find for our class this week, and it turns out it was stored away with all of the Dia de los Muertos things, which Wyatt was just able to find. But I wanted to read you this one paragraph where it starts. And this is called The Skeleton at the Feast, The Day of the Dead in Mexico by Elizabeth Carmichael and Chloe Sayer. And so I'm just going to start, this is the opening paragraph in this book. In one sense, death is not an event which has to do with life, or by definition, it is something beyond the experience of living. Yet, how individual cultures treat this circumstance is variable. In many, death is certainly not regarded as a termination, but as an elevation to another level of existing. It is an event initially tinged with uncertain emotion, but ultimately one to be celebrated, as the dead are reaccommodated as ancestors. Mortuary rites, in the classic analysis of the French anthropologist Marcel Mauss, separate out these elements. Actual burial has one set of characteristics and emotional content, subsequent ritual quite another. This book is concerned with a second set of circumstances, the Day of the Dead as it is celebrated in Mexico, each year around All Saints' Day, November 1st. Though associated with the dead, indeed dedicated to their remembrance, it is quite the reverse of morbid. It is a period full of life, color, and festival. And so I wanted to offer that to you. This is a marvelous book full of images of Day of the Dead. Here's the marigolds that we read about. Here's another picture. This is what all over Mexico, and you saw in the video, they sell marigolds for their symbolism in ushering in, here's some paper mache, for ushering in the spirits and for leading them to us. So there's this. Here's another book, The Days of the Dead, Los Días de los Muertos. This is more of a photo, well, although it does have quite a bit of text, but a lot of really rich photography here. And I try to always have kids' books. The Day of the Dead is very much a family celebration, and our party is always filled with kids running everywhere. And so there's some kids' books. Pablo remembers the fiesta of the Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead. I try to have, we have paper dolls for Day of the Dead. And this was a new one. My mom just gave this to me for Christmas this year. But they're Frida Kahlo paper dolls, which I cannot wait to use since I simply adore her. And so none of these are cut out yet, but this will be out this year. And then a lot of times I'll just have kind of Mexican folk art. I make copies and print them out, and then the kids can color, or adults can color, anybody who wants to decorate. But here are some more resources in case you are interested in reading more. Here are some masks that kids or adults can wear, and gosh, and earrings, and so anyways, actually this is just a kind of a selection of some of the skulls around our house. I won't pull out all of them because just as I was looking at this thinking, you're going to freak people out, Noah walked in from outside and said, you are going to freak people out. So I'm not pulling out anymore. But just a little bit, I hope that perhaps this might be, I don't know, this might inspire whatever you're working on for your creative expression. And maybe I wanted to thank, and here's another hot pad under here, things the kids have made, things, and I wanted to thank our son Wyatt he's the cameraman today, and maybe Wyatt, maybe you can pan one last time just across the table, and so people can look. And so, you know, color, life, I can't wait to read or to experience your own creative expressions about skulls as culture. And on that note, as soon as Wyatt has given you a chance to look at everything again, I just wanted to say I can't wait to read or experience your own thoughts and understandings for skulls as culture tomorrow. And thank you so much. The other thing I wanted to say is many of you are really responding to other people's work, responding to other people's ideas, and that brings such a life and richness and multiple perspectives and different ways of understanding and seeing things to our class. And so I just, as well as creates community for us all. And so I just wanted to thank you for that. Okay, thanks so much.